We waited, and now it's here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now
So look,
it's here.
hey, let's get right on into this thing.
Let's
You
go.
know what day it is? It's Monday, ladies and gentlemen, but we like to call it Overreaction Monday. And I'm gonna start. You see the shirt. You see the shirt. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Fight on until we won, sons of Washington. Rah, 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 let's go. You know what it is. Count them, 4 touchdowns from the newly acquired Carson Wentz. He did that thing. Yeah, there were some times in the middle. It looked rough. I'm not going to lie. We struggled, and it hurt me because I was like, oh, here we go. Throw the 2 interceptions. Oh, here we go. But see, when times were rough, and times were tough, see, it reminds me of a scripture that says, let's go. The race is not given to the swift. No, the battle to the strong. No, but to those that endure. And we came out on top like a champion. That's right. We don't need no field goals. We're going for touchdowns. And you saw what happened. Let's go. Wait, you can say whatever you got to say to me today, baby. I'm on cloud 9.
So let me get this straight. I am not hating on the fact that Washington won. I got a lot of heat from all directions, thinking I'm just a hater. I'm upset because y'all acting like y'all going to the Super Bowl for winning off of a team that's Sean, you know how many wins that the Jaguars have accumulated in the last 3 years? Go ahead and take a guess on the last 3 years. 3. I'll give you 3 consecutive seasons. How many wins do you think they have won?
Look, they're rebuilding, okay? I think they are ready. They're primed and ready to make an upswing this year. We just happen to stop them, okay?
10. Because he didn't want to enter, 10 wins. How many did they have last year? 3. How many did they have the year before that, number 1 pick? 1! 1 win. And y'all going to the Super Bowl. Okay, have your win against an easy breezy team that you barely struggled. And if we're being honest, the Jaguars gave you the game.
Look.
No, they gave you the game.
All right. Well, hold up now, because their first 4 or 5 scores were field goals. That's bend but don't break defense. Thank you kindly. Okay, we did what we needed to do, and yes, in the middle it looked scary. We were nervous. I was talking to Will. Will was like, "Man, I'm sweating over here, man." He's like, "Don't call me, man. Your TV's ahead of mine, man. Come on." We're sitting there just chilling, right? But yes, I jumped out of my
touchdown. They literally dropped 2 touchdowns while being in the end zone. But I'll give you Washington's win. You scrape and pride. But I'm looking forward to the future of Washington, because if you guys think that Wentz is going to be the answer, wait till he goes to get somebody legit.
Oh, we gonna who? Like you? Like you?
Oh, I didn't say that. Did I say that? You trying to hurt on me already? We're gonna get to my team.
Look, we right there. Hey, look, we right there. Because I'm good with my squad. I'm happy with my team, baby. Hey, I'm happy. I think we about to move up in that NFC East. I like that. But you talk about teams that laid almost an egg. 3 points today? What's up here? I mean, talk to me.
My quarterback was hurt, ladies and gentlemen. My baby was hurt.
What did he get hurt?
My baby was hurt. He was overthrowing everything. I knew something was wrong. I looked at Sarah, and she could be my witness. I looked at her. I said, "Man, he's overthrowing everything. Something is wrong with his hand." And sure enough, I didn't even see the first whatever when he hit whatever. I saw the second one when he was like, "I got to go out on the 4th quarter." Yeah. But 3 points. But I will say some positivity in that negative, because I know that my team struggled. Offensively struggled. But I'm proud of my defense, man. I'm proud of my defense. We held them to getting their first touchdown in the 4th quarter.
Okay.
Michael Parsons in the very first quarter was eating Tom Brady alive.
Monster,
I got to look at some positives, because if we can make our defense hold up, we are in the market. If anybody knows of any quarterbacks that may need to get into the league. We are in need of a quarterback, maybe Cam Newton. I heard Cap is still available.
Yeah, Kaepernick's out there.
You know what? I was thinking this, Sean. I would actually rather have Baltimore's backup, Huntley.
Oh, Huntley, yeah.
We need to be making some petitions for him. Pay Ravens the money to go ahead and get him in there because he's a beast. But I will say, man, my team lost. They lost fair and square. It was heartfelt that my team lost. But, man, it's even sadder that my quarterback is out, I think, 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, he will have surgery, I think, either today or tomorrow, and he will be out for 6 to 8 weeks. But I think with a thumb surgery on your throwing hand, I don't even know if 8 weeks is doable. They're trying to make it to where we get to our bye week, which I think is in week 9.
Okay.
I just don't think that's going to happen. I honestly do not think it's going to happen. But I'm a realistic fan, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Our team lost. We didn't look great. All of our team is literally on the bench. Hurt. I just don't understand why it's quite going like this. Hey, come on. Dallas still really got any hope? Absolutely. Wait a minute. Whoa. Whoa. When you counted us out last year when we played the Vikings, who won that game without Dak Prescott? The Cowboys. All right, when you counted us out against them Saints, them over down in that, in that NO. You counted us out then. Who got the W, Sean?
Okay.
We're talking about the NFC least, ladies and gentlemen, where any week is possible. It just so happens that my other opponents, which is Washington, the Giants, and Philly, have a pretty easy beginning, but they have a horrible ending. And I can't wait to get to those games, y'all. But it's okay. We're not going to spend all the time talking about my team. I see y'all over here talking.
Look, they're talking a whole lot. Look.
Big time.
The last 25 years.
Hey, we lost last year with 47 seconds left on the clock, Mr. Ferguson. I hope you realize that. We literally gave that man 40-something seconds, and he was able to win. So it's not that we can do. Dak Prescott did all he could. But I'm going to let y'all beat me up. It's okay. I am here for it. This is what football season's about. This is what I do to Sean 365 days every year.
She has a point. She has a point. They're torching you in the comments, man. I love your positive attitude. Look, I agree with that. I'm gonna
call back Ben DiNucci. You see Brandon talking trash? Wow,
let's go, Ben.
That's my cousin right there, man.
Look, Mason Rudolph. He's available.
At this point, I don't think that Cooper Rush is able to get us through the year. The only backup in the league right now that I think can make us make some noise is the Ravens backup. Because I still, to my mind, do not understand how he's still a backup.
Wait. What about the Ginger Ninja, Andy Dalton? Bring him back. He's in the Saints.
No,
we're about Taysom Hill.
Keep him. I made a statement before, Sean. Don't try to give us Dalton. Don't try to give us Dalton. Didn't Dalton start last year?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Okay. Yeah.
You don't need that.
Look, I ain't gonna make you deal with this no more. Look, let's move on. Let's move on to another game. We talk about overreacting. Last year he was the MVP. This year he only put up 7 points. Minnesota and Mr. You Like That handled Green Bay.
You like
Cat yelling from the other room.
Cousins. That's what I'm talking about, Cat. You like that, Cousins, man. He wasn't like that with Washington, but my golly, he sure like that with Minnesota. Damn. The boy lit it up. But I mean, Sean, how can you go wrong with a man like Justin Jefferson, man?
Come on now.
How could you go wrong with a wide
gritty on? Get that gritty on.
Come on now. Tell me. How can you go wrong? Hey, and I'll be even willing to say this, y'all. With this tight race between wide receivers, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, I'm going to say Justin Jefferson's this is his year, man. It's his year to be the top tier. Cooper Kupp is great. Don't get me wrong. Cooper Kupp is great. But yards after the catch with Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all got him on your fantasy, and I know he's not available, so you ain't going to get him. But my God, Justin Jefferson is a monster.
Yep. This year's Cooper Cup.
That's what I'm talking about, Alex. Hey, I need people to hop up on that bandwagon. Justin Jefferson
He's that guy. Top three. Yo, 9 receptions, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he looked virtually unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Hey, they even had your boy Thielen showing a little spurt.
Yeah, exactly. People sleeping on him, man. Yo, Thielen gets his receptions. He gets it. Dalvin Cook back grinding, running, getting 90 yards on the ground. But like you said, Kirk Cousins, Mr. Efficient, over 250 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions. He can do this.
Hey, okay. Well, isn't it an overreaction, Sean? Should we be like, Green Bay will not be contenders? Because I don't want to remind you of last year, but I will remind people of last year how they started off at the bottom, but ended up at the top. At the very true. Top. So are we willing to say that this is not Green Bay's year?
Look. No, we're not willing to say that. Because go back to the very first play of the Green Bay season. They went deep to a wide open Christian Watson, and he dropped the ball. If he catches that ball, we're talking about something completely different. Okay?
And it also explains what Rodgers has been saying all offseason. These wide receivers are not top-tier wide receivers. You're literally leaving it up to Rodgers, Aaron Jones. You don't really have a squad. I mean, I think it was probably the worst decision that Green Bay could have made by getting rid of Adams. It just doesn't make any sense how you get rid of his top weapon. But then it also makes sense because they paid Aaron Rodgers.
Well, right. And you have to do one or the other. You knew you couldn't pay both of them. But I think the bigger question is, why didn't you give him any suitable help? You know what I mean? Like, who did you bring in that's really solid, legitimate, that's going to help? Yeah.
They did the same thing the Cowboys did. They didn't think that we would need any help, knowing that if we're going to rely on CeeDee Lamb to be the number one, if there's no Michael Gallup and there's no Cedric Wilson, all the people that we had last year are literally gone.
Yeah.
So it's just the same thing. Like, why would you not invest in your squad when you have the opportunity? And I just don't know. I'm like you. I do not want to say that Green Bay is done, because everybody that says it gets slapped in the mouth by the time the end of the season happens.
You're no longer a juggernaut. We'll see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They said he was screaming it for years, but the thing is, that's why I think they don't give Aaron Rodgers players, because he's been able to sustain without top tier players.
Exactly.
You have to make sure that the wide receivers step up. But I am fully agreeing that Aaron Rodgers can make those receivers somebody.
Think about him and Brady. Brady gets used future Hall of Famer Julio when his top 2 options are gone. Brady's gonna try to use Sammy Watkins and Randall Cobb as his top 2. Yeah.
It very just different. Can't happen. You could shoot. If I were them, I would have even put my money on Odell. You know, he's sitting out there waiting on a job. I would have tried to go out there and get Odell. When he is healthy, I still think he's better than the 2 that you got.
Right. You got to bring somebody in, because you got to help this guy, because he ain't going to do it. Back-to-back MVPs, yes. And like you said, we know what happened a year ago when the Saints put it on him. Okay, so
and Randall Cobb is not a Julio Jones. Don't get me wrong, Randall Cobb is good, but he ain't no Julio Jones good.
No.
Come on, there's top tier players that you know you need, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't have it. But I also think the reason why they don't give it to him is because he's able to sustain without top tier players. Right. He keeps making the argument, fix my offensive line, give me some wide receivers. He's able to still push through without a good offensive line, and he's still able to push through without wide receivers. He's just that good of a quarterback. But I feel like if you're gonna make the case for him, please don't count Aaron Rodgers out. Yes, I think it was an overreaction Sunday. I am fully confident that we will see Aaron Rodgers at the top of the NFC, one of the top 5 teams. I still believe it.
Oh, yeah, he's still going to do it. Many people are still picking him to go to either the championship or the Super Bowl this year in the NFC. They said Rodgers tried to get Odell, but the front office shut it down.
Oh, I was wondering. Wow. I was wondering, because I'm wondering why the Cowboys ain't hit up Odell. We need him. At the end of the day, when he's healthy, he will be legit. His hands are just unbelievable. Yes, his feet may not be what they used to be, but you could throw that ball outside the lines and he will reach in and grab it. That's the type of hands he has. So I was waiting for somebody to get Odell.
Oh, they're gonna pick him up. They're gonna pick him up. But let's go ahead and move on. Go back to the NFC East. The Giants come from behind and beat the Titans. Are the Giants back? Is that an overreaction to say the Giants are back?
I don't want to say they're back, Sean. I don't want to be like, oh, okay. Well, because where were they at before? They were never in the front, so we can't say back. Back means you're back from a season where you've done good. So they're not back, but I am very encouraged with what the Giants did. That is a team that's defense has been pretty stout, and that their running back is a powerhouse. They were able to do some things to their running back that, you know what I'm saying? One of those hits was highlighted on ESPN all day today. If you haven't seen it, Derrick Henry got the meat knocked out of him.
Right.
On one of those plays. So it's like I see potential. If Saquon is healthy, let's not forget who Saquon is. When he was healthy, he was top 3 running back, right?
He's otherworldly. Oh yeah, definitely.
Otherworldly. That's what I'm talking about. But if they can be that, Sean, they could be contending in our division. Come on now. Yeah. You can't even tell me as a Washington fan, you're not a little like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
The Giants beating the Titans?
Oh, right. And look, and the thing about it, look, they were down 13-0 at the half. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, same old Giants, here we go. But then once Saquon got loose, he got 164 at the end of the day. Once that, you know what I'm saying? Once they got going, a deep pass to Shepard that scored a touchdown. It was like, wait a minute. But that play at the end of the game, going for 2, I mean, that's gutsy. Daboll, right here, Sydney said Daboll's the truth. That's a gutsy call. And that's for a young team, I like that.
New coach.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a beautiful thing to see what, and I don't know who it was. I think it was Ash that said this, but it stuck in my head. Danny Dimes was diamond, man.
Mm-hmm. He was
playing ball, ladies and gentlemen, because I couldn't see it. What people were talking about of Danny Dimes being able to be a contender, be legit, be an actual.
Yeah, I couldn't see it either.
I couldn't see it. But after watching the game, I'm like, wow. Danny Dimes could actually be a legit quarterback if he stays focused, don't get far too behind. But this also proves that with a good top-tier team, because let's not forget, Titans is a top-tier team.
Very true.
That you can get behind and come back. That should be an ultimate morale booster for the Giants. And they should go out feeling great, because I don't think anybody picked the Giants beating the Titans game 1.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it really actually makes you ask the questions about the Titans. The last 2 games that they played, the playoff game against the Bengals and this one, they had leads. They gave up the leads, and they ended up losing the game. Henry in both games, obviously we know about the injury in the playoffs, but this year you're expecting to see, all right, is Henry back? And he didn't look like he was back. Like he had a couple little bursts, but he didn't look like the same one.
Him and Dalvin Cook, I still didn't feel like they were like the same running back. And that's why a lot of teams don't invest money in running backs, because it doesn't last that long. But I'll say that we have a new school of running backs coming into the league that are damn decent.
Yeah, man.
It up. So I'm not, even in the draft, I don't know if you guys are doing fantasy draft, but Dalvin Cook and Derrick Henry didn't go in top 5. And normally the last 3 years, they have gone top 5, no question.
Yeah, sometimes number 1.
Absolutely. So there are now running backs now who I don't think that Derrick Henry and Dalvin Cook are the top elite. Now, they are still definitely top 5, top 10, but I don't think that they are top 3 anymore like they used to be. There's an argument that can be made for these other running backs. You know, Jonathan Taylor, we knew from his first year, you was trying to pick him up off my fantasy when I got him year 1.
I did.
So now Jonathan Taylor is that man.
Yeah.
He's number 1 now. So it's making way for the new school, but I will say the Giants should be happy. Saquon looks super healthy, and I am excited to see what Saquon can do for the rest of the year. If he can be like this, he's putting himself back into that top 5 running back situation.
Oh yeah. Now, obviously not against our team, But yeah, for the rest of y'all, absolutely, I want to see that. And for my fantasy team, yeah, I got Saquon. So yes, definitely, I want to see that. Danny Dimes, look, like you said, to your point, he was very gutsy, especially in those late drives, driving them down the field to get the victory. Yo, I'm all about it, shout about, but I'm not gonna overreact. The Giants, still, in my opinion, are the Giants. This is the first game. The Titans are still the Titans. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. But I agree with Sydney's point. I think that the Titans are going to miss A.J. Brown. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
So
for sure. And that's the leverage that you pull when you got, dynamic players that you got to make sure you pay. You're going to lose out on some good wide receivers, man, that are out there, man. And shoot, I wish I had A.J. Brown, man.
Come on now. Speaking of a team that has A.J. Brown, Philadelphia holds off the upstart Detroit Lions 38-35. And these Eagles fans, they're out here. Call!
Oh, yeah, they real hype.
Real
hype. And let me bring them down to Chinatown, too. Because the last 3 seasons, Sean, how many games has Detroit won?
Come on now. Come on.
Let me just put it in perspective. Less than the Jaguars, 10 wins in the last 3 years. And they hype. And I'm understanding you get hype over your teams. But I would like people to remember the 2020 season where I think we started off with Miami, the Giants, and somebody else that was whack. Y'all didn't let up on us at all. You're supposed to win those games. And you gave the same business to me. So I'm not letting up on Washington and Philly. Y'all beat scrubs.
Wow.
And in games, it was close.
Listen. What do I tell them? What do I always tell them?
Win
is a win. Yes, about the race, but a W is a W. When you get it done in the NFL, there we go. Let's go.
The NFL, right? The bottom tier. The top 5 draft pick faithfuls.
Yo, we got it done. All right. Yo, straight up. Philadelphia hurts. I mean, Eagles. Yeah. But look, we got to shout out Hurts, though. 243 in the air, and he had 90 rushing yards with a rushing touchdown. This guy, I mean, fantasy owners know he is elite in fantasy because he brings you both passing yards and rushing yards, but no passing touchdowns, though. So it's like he does enough, but can he get it done?
Absolutely. But I also think you're not going to be able, let's be honest, you're not going to be able to get it done, Philly, if your defense can't even hold back Detroit. Your defense let Detroit Lions, the one I think that was barely making 3 wins last year, 35 points. And they were back to back, Sean. So it was not like Philly was dogging. Detroit was playing. Yeah. So it's also like, I understand the theory, a new year is a new year, but we're talking about Detroit. If you think that Philly is going to be able to hold up to a Kansas City, a Green Bay, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to be able to hold up to a top tier team, are you going to be able to let your defense literally do nothing? Because Philly's defense did nothing.
Yeah. They let them come.
Stop it, Kyle.
Let him know, Kyle. Let him know.
He talks big right here on the chat, but I talk to him on the side messages.
Take command.
Commanders. We know he ain't willing to say that they top tier yet, but it's okay. I'm gonna let Kyle do his thing.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, don't worry about me, Kyle. Don't worry.
Oh, look at it. Look at it.
I'm a rep, baby. I'm a rep all day. But I'm excited. We're gonna see where the season takes us. But hey, Sammy just said, he said the Commanders are gonna take out Detroit, no problem. I do not think so. I do not think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so because
I won't be there.
It's going to come down. Oh, and how lucky are you guys to pay the scrubs at the first 2 games? I can't even believe looking at the schedule. Like, come on, man.
Look. Hey, we did. Hey, we suffered through last year. Okay, they gifted us this. That's fine. All right, we take what they give us and we move on. We don't complain. All right. and we're gonna take these victories, and then we play Philly, and then we play y'all. So we're gonna take these first 4 victories. But I'll wait. I'll say that for later.
I need to tune in for those games where Washington plays Dallas, because me and Sean got a bet. I don't even care that I done lost my quarterback. I ain't even straying from my bet, Sean. We still gonna beat Washington twice.
Come on. It ain't happening.
Going down.
Fact might be the other way around.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. Wouldn't you be so excited about that?
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's absolutely gonna happen. Yo, let's get it. Yo, but we got to move on to one more overreaction. The big game, Baker Mayfield playing against his old team, talking a whole bunch of yin yang, and then got the L. Cleveland gets the W behind the running game of Kareem Hunt and Chubb, who got combined 186 yards and a touchdown. Janae, talk to me about this, because Baker was saying a whole bunch of stuff. This was supposed to be his big debut with his new team, but the old team, taught him a little bit of respect.
The old team taught him how to shut up.
No.
The thing is, you're not forgetting that you were let go by your old team. Not only were you let go, but your owner personally got on a plane.
Yeah.
To literally go and check out another quarterback without even consulting you. Didn't even let you know. I saw the message that you put out to the papers, how they disrespected you. But that's how the world thinks of you, Baker Mayfield.
Nope.
You're not too high up to be put down in your place. And yes, Carolina had great games. But let me ask you a question, Sean. Did Carolina have a good game with Cam Newton last year? And how long did that last? That one good game, right? One. I'm not seeing anything in Carolina that's going to make me think as an NFC top tier. I'm not.
No. If we remember correctly, Sam Darnold won the first week last year.
Yes.
He's still on the team. I'm just saying. I'm not,
on the team, and I don't think that they will hesitate switching them. I don't think they will.
Right.
But I will say that there was a play in there, Sean, that I didn't quite like that the refs made.
Come on.
So I did think that there was an opportunity for Carolina to win that game, but man, the refs.
Talk to me.
Man.
Talk to me about that, man, because I don't like when they have this much effect on the game, and to alter the game like this, albeit, there was different chances for both teams to kind of put it away, but, I don't like when it comes down to refs.
I don't like when it comes down to a ref decision. I don't either. I think it's just, Baker did bring them back in the fourth to give them the lead with less than 2 minutes. I'm not sure it's on Baker. Okay, so if that's the point, Sydney, they were behind so much. Fourth quarter come back. I still feel like they needed Baker early, and I don't think he was showing up a lot early at all. I do think that the operation that Cleveland is using, with still using their running backs, Kareem Hunt is the man. Nick Chubb is good too, but Kareem Hunt is the man. And I just feel like, man, with those dynamic duos, and Carolina's defense is still trash. It's still not much you can do. It's not all on Baker, but Baker was a lot of the reason, though.
But he doesn't help. He threw an interception, fumbled the ball 4 times, didn't lose them. He got them back. But still, he definitely struggled. And yes, he did bring him back. Absolutely. Daniel Jones brought the Giants back against the Titans. So, he did what he needed to do late in the game. That's why a lot of these games are not over to the very end. But at the end of the day, Baker could not get the job done. Yeah, maybe Baker definitely struggled yesterday. He did. But good point. New offense, new players. He's throwing to. Got to give him time. Can't write by. But look, Sydney, that's why the name of this segment is Overreaction Monday. We are going into it, and we're giving you those first thoughts. Armchair quarterback. You know what I mean?
We could be overreacting, but I'm honestly thinking that it's going to be the same old situation with Baker Mayfield. I don't think that Carolina is better than Cleveland, so I don't think that he's going into a better situation. But I also don't think that Baker Mayfield was great during the game. I felt like with all the trash talking. I'm not going to curse, but with all the trash talking that he was doing to prepare for the game, I definitely don't think he lived up to any of that talk.
Right. So we'll see. No, we gonna be real truthful. We gonna be real truthful to that game. But
thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.